The only family vacation I've taken that was like the whole family was Jamaica when I was like 10, 11.
Y'all came back crispy.
Oh, yeah. I came back, dude, with cornrows.
This is going to be so cool. And you get back to white-ass Vermont and everyone looks at you like you got 3 heads.
I had cornrows with beads in them, and I got my school colors because I thought that would cushion the blow.
And this was a Catholic school, right?
Yep. Well, we're back here on the Skimbo Lounge, and due to new COVID restrictions in the great state of Vermont, this is going to be the last one we get to do in person for a little while. Isn't that right, Rory?
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
That's exciting. I wonder if everyone will be safe.
Yeah, and it's going to be great to go back and do the podcast with the big delay again and, stepping all over each other's jokes. Yeah, just like this. Exactly. It's going to be perfect. Yeah. So you just got back from the Million MAGA March. How did that go, Rory?
Son of a bit. A lot of really interesting faces out there. A lot of interesting ideas. New ideas. Scary ideas. But I think they're going to make America great somehow because they assured me they will.
I was watching coverage of it today. There was a gay pride flag amongst the sea of Trump flags.
Gay people can be stupid.
They can be horrible, bigoted morons.
Everybody can be a little bit racist or a lot of bit racist. Everybody.
Yeah, and it's kind of a beautiful thing, and I like to think that the Skimbo Lounge is the tip of that spear. You know what I mean?
Great.
Like, we're horrible, dangerous, idiot, virulent bigots as well.
I've got a feeling that, yeah, right.
Totally.
Great. I feel like if we got to change our name from the Skimbo Lounge, they're going to be like, what's that hippie crap?
Skimbo Front.
Yeah, we got to, Skimbo Front. Tip of the spear.
Storm Lounge.
Yeah. We would get so many uncomfortable comments. Right on, brother.
We'd get a lot of listens that...
Then we get a lot of people who are confused. They go back and listen to the old catalog, and they'd be like, what the fuck is this?
Who are they fucking with, the libs or us?
Yeah, are they trying to fuck with anybody? And the answer is everyone. Absolutely everyone.
Yeah, because we have nothing to live for. This is the second time we're going into lockdown.
Oh, no, I'm waiting. Like, again, I think everybody, I don't even have to say it. Everyone's stocked up on bullets, today. Lots of ammo runs. Real hard to find those weird gauges. But you got to get some for every gun because you never know what's going to be important when everyone starts killing each other for their flesh. Yeah, cannibalism.
It's funny that you mentioned flesh because you can either be food or you can sell your body in order to be taken in by the stronger, more well-equipped groups. That's what I plan to do.
Oh, that's what you're going to do?
Oh, yeah.
I just plan on hopefully being able to run. They're like, look at you. We could make soup from your bones.
Don't count on it, Rory.
I know a guy who's been getting fat all of COVID. Come on. I'll show you his house.
He's going to be delicious like margarine right out of the tub.
I'm just going to be waiting there at my windows. Yes. Petting a gun. Come for me. Today is the day I die. Click.
I go to be with the gods in Valhalla.
You guys run up on me. Where'd he get claymores? And just everything goes to hell. Yep.
Yeah.
I can figure I can get my neighbors involved as well. It'll be like a real Mad Max thing.
You want to ally with your neighbors? I don't recommend it.
The people above me are mentally unhinged, and the people across from me flew a Trump flag. So between a bunch of us, there's a lot of guns. The people above me, one of the guys served in the military. I don't know if he took his guns with him, if they're like sitting in a safe down in the basement. Yeah, you got some trouble coming your way when you come for me, you and those other athletic cannibals.
I won't be going anywhere. I'm basically going to be kept as a
you're
concubine.
a delegator. Oh, you're a concubine. I gave you too much credit.
Yeah. Maybe if you manage to hold out long enough and well enough, they might just march me up to the gates and be like, Rory, it's your old pal, open up.
You're like,
I've been opening up, and let me tell you something. It's not that bad. So you start with a baby carrot, and eventually you can get half a fucking eggplant.
Listen, I talked about gauging my butt with Sharpies, so I understand everything, and then they shoot me.
Yep.
Yeah. We get into a fight about...
Good work, gay concubines. Now open that boy pussy for us.
That's great.
Let's see that front bum.
Right here? It's a show of dominance.
Oh, jeez. Okay, well.
Perhaps a bit too far.
It's a beautiful regime. There's room for everyone.
I'd like to think... So you think that we immediately devolve into cannibalism and rape. is what you're saying.
Under what circumstances?
At first, because maybe by this point you're enjoying it. I don't know. Maybe you've been Stockholm syndrome. But then we get into a different argument. Do people who are involved in Stockholm syndrome, can they really give consent to their captors?
And douchebags say stuff like you can't rape the willing.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I necessarily believe that. But I'm certainly willing. So they're not going to have any problems getting me to be compliant.
But perhaps this is just you being brainwashed. I don't know.
We're going to keep you in this dog cage until you get with the program and you like being fucked. And I'll be like, oh, no, don't keep me in this cage making me drink out of this dish. Ignore my little boner.
I soiled my newspaper.
Maybe you should rub my nose in it.
Perhaps you'd give me some comics this time. I'd love to see what's happening in Hagar the Horrible. Is that still a comic?
I don't know, honestly.
I don't even know. Once Peanuts became Peanuts Classic, I just lost all hope.
I know that Hagar, they tried to make a Hagar branded soda once called Hagar the Horrible Cola. As you can imagine, it did not sell well.
That makes me feel better after I was just thinking sadly about Charles Schultz's death. So yeah, that's funny.
Did he have a painful death? Did he die of like encephalitis or something?
No, I assume cancer.
Oh.
It's always cancer.
I mean,
it's always cancer.
Yeah.
If it's not cancer, it's something.
Well, I've thought about
Roald Dahl died today in a high-speed chase.
Roald Dahl was such a dickwad.
Yeah, that's why he died in a high-speed car chase.
For the longest time, I thought Roald Dahl was a Nazi, but I guess
PCP.
That wasn't true.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was convinced. I was like, I think Roald Dahl was a Nazi, wasn't he? And then I looked it up because there was this whole controversy with like Anne Hathaway's in trouble.
Oh, really?
Because in that Witches movie, like when she is the actual witch, her like claws are all fucked up. She has like 3 fingers or something. And people are like, well, that's ableist. You're making fun of people who don't have all their limbs.
What? Okay, listen. First off, who the fuck went and watched that movie?
Well, yeah, they should be in jail. You know my position. Put them in jail.
Put them in jail. We gotta set them straight somehow, and that's what those are for. It's for rehabilitation. But second off, like, why are we taking swipes at that?
Because we have nothing better to do because we're locked down.
We're locked in and we're bored.
Because the Million Maggot March, or as I like to call it, the Survivors of Incest Support Convention, needs to get together.
I like that too much, I think.
And trudge in a little oval around the fucking National Mall to prove a point.
We didn't lose. We didn't lose. Okay, buddy. They'll tucker themselves out. Just let them go.
Stolen an election, Rory. It's not funny.
It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. When they're throwing out cases, listen, I didn't want to get political, but when they're throwing out cases where it's like, listen, these 4,000 votes could be fraudulent. We need to get to the bottom of this. Yeah, great, but quit contesting the election when he lost by 60,000 in that state. Well, you don't know what could have happened. Yeah, how come you're all investigating this shit in the states he lost? What about all the states he won? You're not investigating shit there. If it's so fucking rampant, why don't we look fucking everywhere? I'm so pissed. Listen, recounts are one thing. You have the right to recount when it's close in a state, but that's not the same thing as claiming that the full election is fraudulent. I can't.
Well, and again, these are not people who trust authority or listen to what any so-called experts have to say.
No, of course not.
It's not like they listen to Fauci. It's just fucking funny that their whole thing is like, I should be able to go get a haircut and go sexually harass a waitress at Chili's, and that is my right. You can't keep me in my home, and you damn sure can't make me wear some gas mask on my face. But they're the ones that forced us back in the lockdown. Yeah,
yeah, but it's a party that is not consistent unto itself other than that you vote for the party, because you could look in states where like Trump had a lead and they're going, stop the vote, stop counting the vote. And then in states where he lost, they're going, count the votes, count them.
Well, these people are not to be taken seriously, Rory.
Well, I get that it's 2 different groups, in different states, different things happening. But at what point do you just stop making asses of yourself?
Well, at what point are we, and I don't mean the government, I mean like you, me, and other like-minded people, when are we allowed to go down to the Million MAGA March and just start like carpet bombing it?
I think we're just allowed to laugh at them. I think that's giving them too much fucking credit, talking about them as being dangerous anymore. I'm sure some of them
they're
are.
Not dangerous. They're dangerous idiots.
Well,
don't let them operate a fry later.
If I was a Republican, I would be wildly embarrassed about what was going on right now, and I would look at my party long and hard, and I would consider third-party options next time around in a very serious way. I don't understand how Republicans came out and voted for Trump as crazily as they did across the country. He got more votes than he did last time. Having said that, he got beat by a guy who got more votes than he did, by a lot at this point. So, like, I just get really frustrated by everything that's happening. Just step the fuck down and let Biden go fuck it up now.
Yep. This is what happens when you give people too much freedom, Rory.
What?
They can't handle it.
I expect in 4 years we see 2 more parties. I expect progressives to break off from Democrats because Democrats are farther right than the leftist politics in other countries. Like, you go and look at the UK, the left there is like, Jesus Christ, Democrats are fucking conservative. And at a certain point, you have to start to fucking agree with them. So there's going to be possibly a break from that if Joe Biden fails in the next 4 years and shows fucking progressive, people who care about progressive politics, that their voice fucking matters. And the Republicans need to look at themselves and go, holy shit, we're 2 different fucking parties voting for one fucking person, and maybe we should start throwing our vote in a different way than what these assholes are fucking telling us. But at the same time, historically, Republicans are fucking authoritarians, so they're never going to fucking do that.
Well, and Biden's never going to capitulate to the left. AOC, people like that, he doesn't consider them at all.
The presidency now.
He's gonna staff his cabinet, and he has to, because depending on the results of the runoff elections in Georgia, he's got to work within the parameters of that evil douchebag Mitch McConnell.
Well, that's what's going to tell everybody too, is who he like. Who was it? I read an article where it was AOC saying, like, listen, don't put Rahm Emanuel on your cabinet. Don't give him it. Don't give him
corrupt as shit.
Don't give him Secretary of Transport. No, it's also tone deaf when you're trying to talk about, plotting a way forward, and then you go and put the guy who was one of the co-authors of 3 Strikes on your cabinet. You just can't really do that when you just had this whole representation from a community that was particularly assaulted by police with this exact policy. It's wicked tone deaf. And so if he elects people like that to his cabinet, we'll know immediately. And at a certain point, like, it's just him basically going, I don't have to fucking capitulate to you people. Fuck you. It's over.
He's going to pick the most down the middle, Casper Milky Toast, unexciting, not even centrist, but just like neoliberal, underwhelming picks ever. All these people that are like, it's a brand new day. I am the meme of James Franco with the noose around his neck going, first time? Like,
true. He's gonna put Hillary. This would be poetic, even though I don't necessarily want Hillary Clinton on his cabinet. But he's gonna put her there, and she's gonna prosecute Trump.
What would you put her as?
I don't even fucking know, man. Listen, I've been drinking since 3 o'clock with my dad.
Okay, suddenly this all makes sense.
I'm very angry, and she put her Secretary of Treasury, and she goes after Trump. I don't know. There's a million different ways it could fucking go. I honestly think we're all just basically fucked.
Yeah, I just don't care anymore. And I know people are like, well, that's your white male. You're also a white male.
Well, it's also to quote, James Franco from another movie. Monkey's out of the bottle now, man. You can't put him back in.
Fucking movie is that from?
Pineapple Express.
I do not remember that.
And Seth Rogen goes, what?
What?
Like, Genie's out, man, or some stupid thing.
Nice.
And it's all out now. It's gonna go. I'm talking in terms of COVID. it's all happening, so he's gonna have to deal with it. But
everyone's gonna get their wish, and it's gonna be the herd immunity thing. They say there's a vaccine coming, but I believes it when I sees it.
Yeah.
And until then, it's just going to be morons who go out and put everybody in danger. I mean, like, the reason you and I are doing this in person for the last time, and the reason this episode is not particularly funny, is because I'm pissed.
Well, of course. This is fucking ridiculous.
Fucking ridiculous. And here's the other thing, Rory. I'll take us in a different direction that's maybe funnier.
I don't believe you.
I am announcing here on the pod, big news, by the way. You're getting the scoop, okay? You're the first person to hear this. Chew the ice. Guess what? I'm done dating white women.
Oh.
Done.
Interesting.
Done. You blew it. You guys fucking blew it, and I'll tell you why. Because we're talking about lockdown, and I saw the most tone-deaf fucking thing on my Instagram the other day. It was a white woman who posted a meme that said, if you're upset about the new round of lockdowns because they're going to significantly change the way that you live your life, then maybe you're the reason that we're going into new rounds of lockdown. And I want to go, bitch, you know what that would mean? Who that would mean more coming from? Someone that wasn't Instagramming herself at a winery eating poke bowls with 12 other fucking people.
There's a history. We can check and see what you've been up to.
Madam, lick my ass. Yeah. I say this with all due respect. Lick my ass.
It's not pleasant either. He's not doing the best at showering lately.
I work out twice a day because for some reason I was like, I should be hot for the end of the empire. But that's like, hey, the cartel's coming to cut our heads off with chainsaws. Let's put on tuxedos. Yeah. It doesn't make any logical sense, but that's okay because I've gone mentally crazy.
You're like a smell cocktail now. Work out twice, shower half that.
Yeah. It's like salt and vinegar chips with a little bit of sewage mixed in. You know? I could shave my ass. I'm not going to do it.
So basically ranch chips.
Yes. Buttermilk ranch. Wait.
I want some ranch chips now.
I thought you didn't like ranch.
I'm fine. I like ranch chips. They're chips.
Are there ranch chips?
Oh, yeah.
There's Cool Ranch Dorito.
No, there were ranch flavored chips.
There are ranch flavored chips.
Maybe they don't make them anymore. Oh, I had them all the time back in the day. I don't know. Maybe they don't make them anymore because they're profitable. They're like, who eats these? I'm over here like waving.
Someone get back to me on this. I don't know. I think that's sus, Rory. That's sus.
Fuck off.
That's Mandela effect. I don't know if they're ever ranch
Listen,
chips.
You just said you work out twice a day. You're not the guy exactly that I'm going to on my junk food knowledge, all right?
Well.
Hey, what kind of kale should I put in my smoothie?
Trick question. You shouldn't. It has oxalates. Those will give you kidney stones. You should just fucking kill yourself.
All right, kick him off the candy barge.
No, please.
He's a narc. We know instantly. You're not supposed to be here.
Please. Yeah, I don't know.
Biting into the chocolate railing as we kick you off the candy ship.
Ooh, the chocolate railing?
Yeah.
That sounds pornographic.
Well, by the end of the cruise, all of us have stomach aches, and we've eaten through most of the hull. It's all chocolate. We've poisoned the water, too. All the fish are diabetic now.
Just one guy comes up on a tinfoil raft with no feet.
It was a horror.
I spent 10 days at sea in a coma.
We ran out of food on the third day.
I didn't know where the chocolate began and I ended.
The horror. Oh, yeah, he's going to die. Just infected, really. His stomach's full of candy.
Yeah, you're in sepsis somehow. You burst your stomach eating Reese cups. That's impressive.
It's when our poo came out like gelatin, we decided to eat it again.
Yeah, you see, there's poop in your blood, and that's not good.
How did that? Yeah. I don't even know how that happens.
Yeah. Well,
syringe is full of poop, I guess.
Mr. Hands. Oh. When he perforated his bowels and poo-poo went in his blood.
That's fair. That's a really good point.
I just love that the guy with the camera was
jars
like, Jim, too much?
Yeah.
Like, maybe just a little. Well, yeah, anyway, just to put a button on that, white women, you're done. You don't do anything for anybody.
We got on a bit of a tangent there, yes, but so yeah, you're not dating white ladies anymore, huh?
Sorry guys, you blew it. You fucked up. You didn't realize what you had.
Sometimes I feel like this is just a long con. You're just waiting. Says, "Ooh, I'm going to try now," and then it's like a terrible Richard Gere movie where they try to. I'm just so befuddled. I'm not going to do this.
Well, that's Hugh Grant.
Oh, that's Hugh Grant.
Richard Gere.
Right.
If he was making I'd like to make a romantic comedy with Richard Gere.
Is Richard Gere the guy what was he from?
He's the guy that put the gerbil up his butt, allegedly.
Allegedly.
I think he did it.
Whatever.
I mean, why would you? Yeah, I mean,
it's oddly specific.
Pre-internet,
but also it's oddly random too.
It's random. It's specific, but
listen. You put adult me back in 1991. I can spread all kinds of rumors like that, no problem.
How? There's no internet.
You go tabloids. They're just looking for news. Listen,
but tabloids were known to be just trash for dumb people.
Yeah, I mean, you just get that through enough. I mean, I'm sure there's a bunch of bullshit. The same thing. Richard Gere having what news? Like, listen, the New York Times is like, oh my God, we've got to run this.
Get me an interview with that gerbil.
Yeah, like, come on.
We got to hear his side of the
story.
Who
else was gonna run that story? You're gonna get so far up the line, and they're gonna go, fuck off, rat person. This is, come on. You're basically a paparazzi at that point. A paparazzo.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah.
You want to know the story of how that term came about, paparazzi?
No, go on. I don't.
Federico Fellini named a photographer character paparazzo in one of his movies. I don't know if it was 8.5 or which one, but it was based on a schoolmate of his who couldn't sit still, and paparazzo is Italian for mosquito. So paparazzi are like mosquitoes. They're just up in your shit all the time, bothering you, and bloodsuckers.
Bloodsucker.
You guys learned something.
Oh, it's fun.
Yeah. Now let's say some racial slurs on the count of 3, just to be safe.
Boop, boop. That's awful. No, I don't want to do that. We're not the alt-right podcast yet.
No, we're dirtbag left.
I guess after that rant I just went on, I guess that's where we're at.
The lines are blurred. You know what I mean?
I don't even like being called the left though, because again, it's like what they said in that show. If the Democrats are so great, why do they lose all the fucking time?
What show?
It was the news show on HBO.
The Newsroom.
That's
what a
the
pile
one.
of crap that was.
I liked the start of it. I liked the first season, and then it just fell the fuck apart.
I was out the minute he gave the speech. We've never been great, but we can be great again.
It's schmaltzy.
That
shit.
was actually, I think he called the shot there. I think that was pre-Trump, wasn't it? The Newsroom.
Yeah, it was. I think.
When did the Newsroom debut?
That's a good question.
Let's check in with Siri. Siri, when did the Newsroom debut on HBO?
You suck.
Hey Siri, when did the Newsroom debut on HBO?
This is terrible.
Well, she's decided not to speak.
Wow, that was great. Trying to do the ASMR there.
It's cool. I switched it so she has a sexy Indian accent now.
Oh, I feel like we already knew that though.
Well, again, I'm getting all the white women out of my life.
Yep. That's going to be a tough challenge in Vermont.
I'm going to have to kill my mom. It's going to suck, but she had a good run.
Hey, there you go. That's life.
She's going to a better place.
That's life.
The dumpster.
Life. Hey, man, right now, dumpster's a pretty great place to be. At least it's your dumpster.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I got 2 of them, not to brag.
It's once you're in someone else's dumpster, that's when it gets kind of tough.
You have no rights in someone else's dumpster.
Exactly.
You know? You have no claim to that pizza crust.
Someone's listening to us from a dumpster somewhere. Like, that hurts, man.
I like to think all of our audience listens to this from a dumpster.
That's great. Send us your dumpster pics.
Just homeless people that like robbed an executive on his way to work. We're like, let's take his iPhone and look for the worst podcast we can find. Skimbo Lounge, huh?
Fuck it.
That sounds like a deep state plot.
They listen to 5 minutes. I don't know. They're getting too political.
These guys are fucking crazy.
Secretly, they're just high on crack and listening to an apple.
They're just, like a literal apple. Or like I said to you the other day, I was like, Rory's just huffing gassy rags. He thinks he's texting me, but he's just got a pregnant rat, and he's just working all the nipples like they're buttons. He can't hear the
as
screams.
it bites me. Yep.
I mean, it's where we're at.
Yeah.
This is what we have to do for fun now because we're forced back into lockdown because people can't behave themselves.
Nope. I don't get it, man. I don't know how, here's my problem with lockdowns, and I'm not trying to be super cynical about it or negative because, I get why we're doing it.
Oh, you never do that. Black Pill Fitzgerald over here.
Boy. But what's the fucking point of them when the people who need to listen aren't going to?
Well, they're unenforceable. That's the thing. Unless the cops, which everybody hates, are going to go out and
thump some skulls.
People. Yeah. I thought about that, dude.
Oi, 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 what's all this then? They walk up like a fucking Bobby.
Out past curfew, are we?
Boom, I'm going to thump your skull. And they just beat the shit out of Mitch.
I thought about this.
It's Mitch. Look out, guys.
You're infringing on my rights. Oh, stone ground mustard. I was thinking about that. You and I should be COVID catchers. We should be like COVID busters. You and me.
I'll ride around on my skateboard.
It'll be like the Ghostbusters, but we just go around kneecapping people who are out in defiance of the lockdown.
Get some batons
protocols.
and just thwack, thwack.
Yeah. We both have fire-treated riot batons.
Yeah, it's fun.
We're unstoppable.
Yeah, it's perfect.
In an open carry state, what could go wrong?
You just got to pick the slowest and the weakest ones. Look, there's a grandmother going to the church.
Fucking fat bitch.
Yeah.
We're heroes.
Get her in the spine.
We're manly men. I'm a big man. I can help you.
Yeah. I mean, but that's why you go to for law enforcement is you want to be that guy, that helper, that big man. That's just how they think.
Well, and that's the thing.
I'm helping as they club you.
It's just Ralph Wiggum. I'm a militia.
Well, that's I feel like all that ever happens to me with police is they club me. So I've never been like, thank you, officer. It was really great that you were here. I'm trying to think of that day.
Well, and that's the thing is, I want
times you weren't there for,
get
son.
the cops fucking enforcing the mask mandate and curfew and all of this. I don't think we're
people hate them even more.
Curfew here, but the
It'll
Blue
be the
Lives
white
Matter
people.
crowd are the ones that don't obey the rules. So that's really all the cops are going to have to do is enforce against those people.
Which is
so
why
are they
they're
still going to like the cops when that's over.
Well, no. So here's the secret: they're not going to do that because those people are also the cops.
Exactly.
So it's never going to fucking.
The best we can hope for
Oh,
is
that's right, brother. Let's protest this. Hold on, I got to go to my shift.
Well, the best we can hope for is all these anti-mask people are also anti-vaccine. So when the rest of us get the vaccine or get the virus and get better, they'll just get it and die. So
You think they'll be culled?
maybe. All these people that want herd immunity, I'm like, you're going to be one of the 2 million that doesn't survive, so the rest of us can, right?
Yeah.
If that's your attitude.
Just going to watch those people.
Yeah.
I'm going to sit here with my already immune body and be like,
Brother, you better get yourself an antibody test.
yeah.
Because you think you had it.
Listen, if I'm going to die, I'll die well. But They're like, nope, you just had the cough. That's why I'm still wheezing.
You had the croup. Babies typically get that.
That's incredible. You tested me for the croup? Well, we got to look at you when you came in, and we decided that's a candidate for croup.
We're like, this
Call
guy
you Cece.
full of shit. Definitely didn't have COVID.
Yep. Oh.
Can I think what all of our female listeners want, especially since they're all white women.
Oh, yeah, go on.
Is to hear about how much they suck.
And how you won't date them.
Yeah, I won't date them.
That'll work. Wink.
Negging them right into bed. It's going just according to plan, swimmingly.
Just as well as I thought it would. Not at all.
Well, I mean, so you know that I'm a watcher/listener of ASMR, right?
Sure.
I'm on record as being a big ASMR fan. If you guys recall, many episodes ago, we did I did a solo ASMR episode.
Yeah, how great was that, everybody, huh?
Everyone loved it. It was huge. It was tremendous.
Most watched episode ever, I think.
For a while, it actually was.
I don't believe you at all.
Well, it's been overtaken by Tasty the Bully for some reason.
Well, it's weird. I think it's hard. We switched to that different platform, so now it's going to be hard to keep track.
It is going to be hard to keep track. But I remember doing the ASMR episode. So for those that don't remember that far back, ASMR, Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. It's basically people that can do different triggers that give you the tingly down your spine.
You're a nerd for knowing what that stands for.
No, I'm just a conscientious consumer.
Oh, goodness.
I don't just... Microsoft just doesn't go, here's an Xbox Series X. Well, I'm Rory. I'm going to fucking spend a lot of money to buy it like a good little pig who just consumes everything he's told.
I haven't bought that yet, you dick. What are you talking about?
I'm waiting for Black Friday because
now
racist, by the way.
Bleed. No, I'm going to build a PC like an adult.
Uh-huh.
ASMR over, motherfucker.
Yeah. But, so I watched this shit, right? It's getting out of hand, Rory.
What way?
I only watch women do it.
Not white women either.
Mostly white women, unfortunately. They have it they have it cornered because the people that ASMR attracts are.
Are you telling me that people didn't just like it when we did it just now? That it wasn't like the worst thing that they ever heard? Because I thought we did great.
I think they got some tingles.
So
some
maybe it's not just the white women who are cornering the market.
Be sure to smash that like button and subscribe if you liked this. Give it a thumbs up.
What a wonderful day.
Get Ridge Wallet with the promo code fuck off. Like that's all they do now is every video starts with them being like, today's sponsor is the feminine hygiene chip that you stick up your twat so that it like turns blood into glitter. I don't know.
Oh, that's great.
Is
that a product?
Yeah, actually. So just a bunch of women on their period queefing glitter.
That's the line.
Sorry, ladies.
That's the line.
I wasn't even happy with that one.
No, that's no.
But this shit is getting a little out of hand because I think it's strange for me. I guess I'm not secure enough in my masculinity to listen to a man lull me to sleep and be like, okay, now you're going to take you to a castle in the clouds to sleep. I don't really like it.
Well, it's weird because we've gotten to that place where everybody's like pushing ads for other for companies now. Like everybody's making shit ton of money on it. It's just a weird way for the market to like.
Well, that's YouTubers and streamers in general. I'm just saying, as a straight man,
Oh, I see.
Think I'm straight.
You're not even thinking about it that way. You're just.
Yeah. I just don't know. The point I'm making is I don't want a man doing my ASMR, so I exclusively watch women do it. And I mean, if you're exclusively going to let women do it, I mean, why not go for the gold standard? So they're all very attractive.
It sounds like a sexual thing for you, is what you're saying.
It's become a little sexual, but it's not my fault. So
you're saying at first you were kind of like that young kid who's like, "What's going on down there? I don't really know what that is." And then eventually we're like, "Oh, it's that's why I'm watching ASMR, is because it gives me a boner."
No, honestly,
I have a boner.
At first it was like, "Oh, instead the opposite of a boner, it's giving me the tingles. It's putting me to sleep." But now these girls have realized we're in a pandemic. There is an underground economy that needs to be tapped. So they're all starting to do like OnlyFans, but it's bleeding over. They want you the money that is to be made is in OnlyFans, right?
There's a ton of money in OnlyFans.
So they need to draw you in with the ASMR.
Well, there was a ton of money in OnlyFans. I don't know if they fixed that.
I think people are still doing just fine dildoing their asses on OnlyFans.
Are you sure, though?
As far as I know.
I think that we need to protect that economy.
And
agree. Nurture them.
I agree. Protect and nurture the OnlyFans girls. I mean, bleaching doesn't pay for itself.
They are the future.
We
are the world.
They are going to pull us out of this. Our economy is going to be in shambles after the next round of lockdowns. The only people who are going to survive, you better get yourself a TikToker or an OnlyFans cam girl. And these ASMR girls are trying to draw people into the OnlyFans with a little enticement via the ASMR that they're doing. So it used to be role play stuff like Catwoman kidnaps you and brainwashes you into
this is
fighting
all
Batman.
real, isn't it? This is all real.
This is all real. They're out of control, man. I used to just watch ASMR to relax and fall asleep, and now
it's the only way you can get a boner.
They're just it's not that. They want me to, but it is
not
getting
that, I
it
promise.
is. Would you hang the fuck on and let me get the thought out? I sound like an insane person because you keep interrupting me.
That's why.
I almost don't want to finish the bit now.
Go, keep going.
You're killing me. You're fucking killing me over here. This is a 20-minute bit now. I'm best.
I'm trying now.
God damn. Where am I? What was I doing?
You were talking about
I don't want to talk about this anymore. Fuck it. I'm done.
You were talking about the ASMR girls.
I had a point. It's not funny anymore.
And how I think it's hilarious.
It's done. It's
I
over.
love it.
I had a point. I
absolutely love
I had
it.
a whole list of things I was going to talk about. Completely irrelevant now.
I was all about it.
We're done.
I was loving it.
Episode over.
I was trying to
Thank
feed
you. Go fuck yourselves. Good night.
I loved it.
What do you got?
I love it.
Tell me what's on your mind.
So ASMR girls are real tough for me because I listen to them all the time. And they're always like, hey, buy this brand of toilet paper. And I'm all like, I don't want to buy that brand of toilet paper. And it makes me sad because it used to give me the tinglies and put me to sleep. But now, it doesn't.
Interesting. Tell me more.
That's all I got.
About ASMR.
That's all I got.
Okay.
Apparently, sometimes there's stuff with sexy cat ladies, and that blew my fucking mind.
Yes.
Yeah.
They've gotten very sexy.
I don't understand it. So there's like how many people?
No, I explained it. I explained why the sexy. Because they're trying to grandfather you into the OnlyFans. It's like when you buy weed and the guy goes, "Oh, what's this little crack rock doing in there? Well, it's a little free gift for you."
That makes me really sad.
And you smoke that, and then you're like, "Hey, man, I need this. Oh, I need the crack."
So the crack is them being like, "You're listening to my voice, hang out, but what if you also got to see my butt?"
It's not their voice, and I'll show you exactly what's going on. Okay. This ought to change some things for you. They're not just saying, listen to my sexy voice and then come stare at my butthole on the cam.
Sure.
This is how, a little visual aid for Rory, this is how they get you onto their OnlyFans.
Oh, so
Would
they're
you
like...
describe what you're seeing.
A girl wearing a shirt that's not high enough to cover her boobs, but also not short enough to show her boobs.
She's got
Did I get that right?
Classic underboob going on. And here's a question I posit for you. I'm sure the female listeners love this.
It's fantastic. Well, I thought you said you were catering it to them.
Does she have a bra on or some kind of thing on? Or
I don't know.
Or is that bare tit flesh? Weigh in.
I mean, I can't really... The lighting is not great.
It's deceptive.
It's very deceptive.
It's deceptive.
By the way, I got to go ahead and say that's probably something because if not, the light is hitting it where it's like almost she looks like she's got crinkly boobs.
I was going to say they're very textured. She has like cottage cheesy breasts.
Well, it's also, dude, they can do crazy stuff with CGI now. She could just be wearing a whole green suit. That's a dude. His name is Randy.
Yeah, just a 300-pound guy.
I don't trust anything online anymore. But I don't trust anything.
There's her. There's this one just blatantly doing ASMR in a bikini.
Yep.
And then there's this one. And I got temporarily banned from YouTube.
This really is bothering you.
Because of this bitch. Look at her.
Wow.
Oh, looks like her pop-up timer went off. Turkey's done.
What? So what? How did this get you kicked off?
Because I saw this, and the whole point of ASMR is to make you go to sleep, right?
Sure.
So I commented, I always sleep better with a glass of warm milk or two. Because it's a woman with pert breasts and perky nipples poking through a shirt that says relax, when it really should say get ready for all the blood from your brain to migrate to your fucking boner. But I'm the asshole for putting that in the comments.
Okay. I mean, don't be wrong. I get it. It's a weird thing, you know? It's like they should be able to do that, but also it's like, who are you trying to fool?
I support them, but they're 100%
Obviously.
taking advantage of simps.
Yeah.
And I won't pay money for it. I want the free ASMR. And if you're going to show some nip because you think I'll buy the OnlyFans, well, thanks for the free preview. But
well, that's the secret. You
Mommy
don't need to
didn't
buy
raise no
anything.
fool.
You don't need to buy anything in that regard because when you watch the YouTube video, there's ads, and that ad gives her money.
Yes, true. She's making money off of me without it coming out of my wallet.
Exactly.
So I sleep better at night knowing that. I also sleep better at night knowing some former Playboy model is wearing a white jersey cotton T-shirt and role-playing as helpful seafood counter employee gets you lobster from the bottom of the tank. Jackhammer operator is allergic to fabric softener. Free mammogram at the ice rink.
Oh, that's my favorite one, I think.
I could go on. Cat burglar cuts glass without using her hands. Like, that's what all these role plays are now.
Cuts glass without using her hands.
Yeah, you know what's up. That's a nip joke.
That's clever. I got where you were going. How does she rotate? Is it a small piece of glass? Is she holding a pane? Anyways.
Yeah.
It's weird. And you're right. Now I get why you're saying a guy can't do this.
Yes.
But maybe we should.
Well, and that's...
I'm staring at the window and I see Catwoman's out there, but forget that. I'm going to go wash my Camaro. Ooh, look at me. I am all sudsy.
Wringing a fucking sponge out on yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd actually love to do one as Christian Bale's Batman. Okay. Where are they? Where's Harvey Dent? Rachel! Sorry, Batman.
Yeah, it'd be fine. Actually, I wonder if that'll be a first thing in our OnlyFans. Just ASMR Batman.
It's just us spending the OnlyFans money to buy Batman costumes to just make a bunch of skits.
Yeah, but we're both our buttholes are showing, and we're just bending over to the mic. Rachel,
yeah, Rachel.
So you got to give him something. You got to give him something pornographic on OnlyFans. Does OnlyFans have non-pornographic things on it?
Yes, I mean
really?
there are women. I know of one, Zelina Vega, or I guess her real name is Taya Trinidad.
In passing, I know these things.
I don't know anyone by name. I just have heard
that
through
was
the
best thing
grapevine
ever.
that a 5-foot Latina definitely dresses up in like Mortal Kombat cosplay, and you can buy that basically.
Oh, so you just buy her showing off her cosplays.
Yeah.
People are still masturbating to it.
Yo, yeah.
So it's still kind of sexual. I'll be like, today I'm building a model train and showing you how, like that kind of thing. And it's this guy, and his name is Clovis, and he's been living in his mom's basement for like the past 15 years. And like at one point she comes down and brings him grilled cheese. And he's just sitting there. And now you want to go ahead and you're going to attach the stack. We call this the stack. And like,
oh, that's so hot.
Make sure to use this type of glue. And like, that's on OnlyFans, and there's dudes buying that.
Clovis is just putting a train up his ass
And masturbating to that. Yeah, I was going to say. So there's it's all kind of sexually oriented shit on OnlyFans.
I just like to think your mom is up there having like a coffee clutch with the other ladies in the neighborhood. It's like, what's Rory doing? He's downstairs playing with his trains. It's just you trying to like use a fucking Lionel train set as anal beads.
Oh my God.
Choo choo.
It's the worst thing ever. I've got him set up on a track.
Yeah.
And they're just riding to my butt.
You're just like spread as far as you can.
I keep failing.
Oh, you guys need to stop talking so loud. I can't relax when you do that.
I'm the worst station ever.
Oh my God, that'd be great. It's just,
I think it's regressive to think of myself as a tunnel. I think that's the easy joke, so I went with, go on.
Yeah. No, I know.
I don't know if it landed. I don't know. I just don't know if it landed.
The regressive stuff always lands with me. I'll tell you that.
Oh, thank you.
Because I had like no real reason to bring up women in ASMR other than like the other night I was going to sleep and I'm like, one of my ASMR artists that I'm subscribed to on YouTube put up a new video, and she's a former Playboy model. So I guess I should have expected as much. But it's her in a crop top that is so fucking sheer it might as well not exist.
So you're just like, I'm not getting sleep.
Boop, boop. And she's like, hi, welcome to this. And I'm like,
fuck.
I'm awake, and so are some other things now. Like, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah. It's the way it works sometimes. You never even know. It's just like, oh, look at that. Someone sent something friendly to someone in Star Trek on the. That's all it took.
Dr. Crusher's doing aerobics.
I'm excited now.
Oh, yep. Well, there's that B'Elanna Torres in Deep Space Nine, the female Klingon. Yeah.
It's like, I gotta quit going to that jewelry channel and watching the woman. She's got some sexy hands. All right, I gotta go.
I have a friend that ended up a QVC model.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
I wonder if I've masturbated to her.
It is possible.
Now everyone's gonna think I'm into freaky hand shit. I'm into some handy shit.
Yeah. Oh, Rory likes feet hands.
Oh, feet hands.
Oh, feet hands.
It's a weird world, I guess. I don't know. I don't touch YouTube a ton anymore. When I go on YouTube, I'm like, hey, let's go watch Little Dicky's freestyle rap on Sway in the Morning.
Yeah.
Like randomly for some reason. Or I'm watching old skits of SNL.
It is kind of, yeah, we've
I
kind
use it to pirate things, basically, I guess.
Yeah. We've reached kind of a point of diminishing returns with YouTube at this point.
And the thing is like there's so much content on YouTube. It's the kind of thing where it's like you can't watch it all in your entire life. You can't watch an eighth of it in your entire life. You can't watch 0.04% of it now.
And the sad thing is there are probably other people out there who are making their own web series that are like actually good. And whether they have like production behind them, they're funny, they're interesting.
And no one will
people
ever see
doing
them.
Weird stuff that the algorithm just is never going to present you.
Yeah, buries it. Just because it's like, oh, well, this isn't a profitable thing. That's all it is now.
They want you to be scared of COVID. They want you to jerk off to the ASMR girls. They want you to see what Joe Rogan's up to until he goes to Spotify.
There's just an algorithm that sits there and goes, there's 100,000 people right now trying to post this content based on these hashtags, based on these markers. And they go, we need to drive people towards this group that we're going to think is going to be the most successful at this so they get the most views, so we get the most money. And then you get a bell curve. And it's just all, or this is the common denominator. And here's the people who are on the right side who are great, incredible shit, and will never show their shit. And here's the guys who suck. And then we're just going to show you the cheese, though, right in the middle here. Give us the shit.
Well, I want to. This is an interesting experiment. Let's explore on YouTube what the like top trending videos are.
See, what I was going to say is you go and check that, and I've got an idea too. And it's whatever everyone at home can help with this. Is the fact of the matter is most people who are on YouTube are just a detriment to YouTube because they just post inane, pointless videos that take up space on YouTube servers, which they have to host. So what I would say everybody out there needs to do is start hosting your own podcasts, start making your own videos, start writing your own songs and posting them. And I don't care if you get a single view on any of them. It doesn't matter. Keep going because we're going to destroy YouTube. All of us together, we can destroy YouTube by putting so much shit onto their servers that they eventually fail.
I mean, I would like to coordinate all of us overthrowing the government before we destroy YouTube, but maybe that's the first step.
Priorities, man. Priorities.
If we do a dry run with YouTube, and if we can all...
And we can all just go over to Vimeo and be happy.
Or what's that new one everyone loves? It's like a big-time cuck platform, Parler.
Oh, I don't even know anything about it.
Oh, yeah, apparently that's like the big new...
There's a new alt-right video sharing platform.
Well, and I wonder if it's alt-right or if it's just like garden variety Republicans.
This is just where they went. This is where we congregate.
Yeah, this is an echo chamber where no scary liberals are going to challenge us on our ideas.
Went from hanging out in a field in robes with a cross to hanging out on the internet. Hooray.
I'm just in my basement putting a model train set up my ass, baby. This is my America.
American is apple pie, which I will get to.
Choo choo. I'm going to have sex with that pie.
I'm going to fuck it.
Just like that Jew Jason Biggs.
Yep, that's America.
Yeah, that was the character, not me. It was the comedy show.
This is America.
That was my character, incel who lives at home.
That was well done.
And I guess I kind of fit that description in a lot of ways when you really break it down. But I don't identify as
the guy
one.
who was just like, I'm not going to have sex with white women anymore.
Fuck them.
You're just gonna be out on a date, and some girl's gonna be like, I just want to play you something. You're like, oh, I don't want to date white women anymore. Oh, that's my voice. Interesting.
You researched me. You must really like me.
And she just throws a glass in your face. So you get it. I'm not talking about the water in the glass. She hits you in the face with the glass.
Oh, you know I have an abuse fetish. You really did listen to all the episodes.
And then you guys live happily ever after.
Yeah.
You and that just chalky, pale white woman. Pale as I am, just.
Yeah, like a hard, like Irish pig demon.
Yeah, and that's your arc. She's pink, basically.
Yeah, she just looks like she's been scrubbed too hard in a hot bath.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Just terrible complexion.
Yeah. So me.
Stringy, greasy red hair.
Minus that, yeah, but me.
Yeah. No ass.
Uncomfortable.
You know.
Just come on, Sarah, plain and tall. Let's get out of here.
Insecure about it. Huge bingo wings. Like otherwise.
Oh, wow. Really good in there. Yeah.
Just huge arms for some reason.
Yep.
Can't wear tank tops.
And she picks you up.
Yep.
Carries you away.
I like that. That's nice.
Whitney Houston plays.
I want to dance with somebody. It just drops me on my head.
Just a different song. Wow, I thought you were going to go with something else.
I reset. I'm conservative now.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
Hit him with the tire iron.
Hit him again, and that one kills you. That one gets you.
Finally. Thank Christ.
Right before you taste the color purple, and then you die. You try to explain it to someone, but again, at this point, you're just on your way out. So you're just you make that noise that brains make when they get head trauma where they're trying to breathe, but they're just going,
Meh.
Yeah. Really depressing stuff. Really, really sad.
So I got that to look forward to.
Yeah. I give you, this is like 2 weeks after the lockdown is lifted? 3 weeks? 3 weeks?
How long do you think this one's going to last?
Here's the thing. So Thanksgiving is approaching.
Sure.
If they are like, listen, you can't even go over to your family's house. Because like right now, they're like, they said it in the restrictions. They're like, if you live in a single home by yourself, then you can go to a family member's house. Other than that, you can't go anywhere. You can just go to pick up food and blah, blah. All of that stuff needs to stay open. Essential workers mingle with one another. Tongue kiss.
Yep.
And
Eat
I get
each other's asses.
I get there's, precautions. And it's just like this weird, like if everybody stayed the fuck home for 2 weeks, listen, you gave us a couple days. Everyone bought everything they need. Hell, everyone stays home for a week and then everyone has to get a COVID test. Done. We're going to do fucking great. So I don't know. I bet you they'll do a 2-week thing.
You think this will be 2 weeks?
I mean, that's my hope. And then they will like lift it, but they'll put in their restrictions. But I don't know. It could, like, again, living through New York at the beginning of this year makes me go, anything can fucking happen.
Well, and it's a 2-week incubation period for the thing. So, like, how in 2 weeks, how good of a picture will we have of how well this is working?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's like, again, I don't know anymore. 4 months from now, I'm like living in Antarctica and I'm like, I never would have seen this coming.
I'm going to rub my dick on a penguin.
Yeah.
I wish I had known this when we did the episode about what animals would you fuck.
Oh, it froze off. And like, that's, I don't know where I'm going to be in 4 months or 3 months or 2 months or a month from now. Yeah. I just don't know anymore. The world is fucking crazy.
You ready for a bombshell?
Hit me.
I'm going to buy an Xbox.
What?
That's not even a joke. I
You're
talked to
gonna
Jeff
buy
about it today.
Listen, you just gave me shit about fucking Xboxes. I don't even know if I'm going to fucking buy one.
Yeah,
you're going to buy one?
Hypocrite, Rory. Duh. How long have you known me?
That's
do as
fair.
I say, not as I do.
No, that's true. Look at you over there.
It's just me.
What are you buying an Xbox
Dancing
for?
on the head of a pit because I like it.
You like Xbox.
I like what I've played on Xbox.
What have you played on Xbox?
WWE, Chell, Red Dead, GTA, Mortal Kombat X, bunch of stuff.
All right.
Enough.
All right. So you're going to buy one, like, you're not going to get one from a scalper? Or are you going to, because you can't buy them right now.
No, I'm going to wait for Black Friday and see what happens.
Yeah. Well, if you want to do it then, you better wake up early.
I'm gonna.
5 a.m. It's already sold out. We started at 3.
Fuck.
Yeah, some crazy fucking midnight turns and everybody just plaque.
But I almost went to fucking GameStop today.
Yeah.
I was going to hit you up. Be like, you want to come to GameStop and get me set up with an Xbox One? And then I talked to Jeff, and he was like, don't get a One. That's not going to be viable for like another.
Not much longer.
Yeah. So I'm thinking like a Series S.
Mm-hmm. The Series S is the one that's just all digital.
Yeah,
It
no
doesn't
disc
come with
drive.
a disc drive, which is fine, man. But also, you're going to get to a point where you're like, Everything that you like, it's going to have a certain storage space, and that's what you're going to have to deal with. And
But
like,
I would get an external hard drive for it too, and just store all my shit there and keep that plugged in.
Yeah, that's fair.
See, I talked to Jeff about all this, baby.
Yep.
He's listening to this. Thanks, Jeff. I listened. I retained.
Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to get Jeff to build a fucking computer.
Yeah, it ain't gonna happen.
I'm trying to get you to build a fucking computer.
Yeah, it ain't gonna happen.
You guys are fools. Spending.
I like a controller.
I plug a controller into my computer all the time. All the fucking time.
I've never seen that.
Everybody, I did it this morning. I did it before I came over here.
Well, I've noticed some irregularities.
I was playing Skyrim on a controller on my fucking computer.
Is Skyrim fun?
Skyrim's pretty fun.
Would I like Skyrim?
Yeah.
Would I like Far Cry?
Maybe.
Would I like Fallout?
Listen, you need to. Yes, once you learn how to control, like once you learn how to like use a controller well, and you're not just getting jacked up all the time. Yeah, you'd like all those games. They're all really immersive and interesting. But Fallout 3 is better than Fallout 4, and I'm a nerd.
Okay. You heard it here, folks. Would I like Death Stranding?
No.
Does anyone like Death Stranding?
It's just Norman Reedus is a mailman. It's like,
pretty much everyone's like, this is just like a pizza delivery guy.
Norman Reedus delivers cargo long distances while dealing with shit that tries to kill him.
Yeah, isn't it like stem cells that have to be delivered?
It's some weird fucking thing, and there's a baby that's attached to him that allows him to do something.
What I was thinking of.
Yeah. It's like a little baby, little fetus baby, maybe.
You think Cyberpunk 2077's ever coming out?
I think it's going to come out hopefully December 10th or December 11th, like they said it was, and I'm going to buy that shit the second it does, digitally for my computer.
On Steam?
On Steam.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll probably not talk to you for several days.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. Great. It's going to be, I mean, it looks like it's going to be a good game. I'm going to wait like maybe a couple of hours to see if people are like, it's the shittiest thing I've ever fucking played. They waited this long because they didn't want to deal with their own shame. But we'll see.
Yeah,
lot coming ahead for that. That'll be like if you get an Xbox, you probably should get that game.
Okay.
Get it with a bundle. That's what you need to do. Is you need to look on Black Friday for a Black Friday bundle, where they put it in like they'll sell a game with a system, and the system will be like specially blah, like like the Xbox that I have right now came with Battlefield 5. What a terrible game, but it came with a free game.
Didn't they bundle Xbox with like Fallen Order, like Jedi, Star Wars, Fallen Order, or some shit?
They bundle it with a lot of different games in an effort to sell more consoles.
This is a video game podcast now.
Yes, it is.
All your gamer friends, all your teenage friends are going to love this.
So let's sit and talk about Last of Us 2.
Yeah. Let's talk about Among Us.
Yes.
Everyone can't get enough of it.
I don't get it, honestly. I think it's kind of fun. I've played it a couple of times.
It's
with
just
friends.
werewolf on
there are
right?
games that have
Mafia?
that did Among Us before Among Us did the game.
Well, you've played it in person. It's that game Mafia or Werewolf where it's like everybody shakes hands and if they scratch your palm, you're fucking dead.
Yep. And then you have to die after like 3 shakes or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
So everyone's sitting trying to figure it out, but it's just
I didn't like those games. I liked the ones where you could just like physically dominate the weaker kids.
Oh, like dodgeball.
Like Winston here.
Bombardment.
Yeah. Because I was just fat, so you could throw something and my blubber would just like absorb the hit.
I just like kickball. Just put everything you can into every fucking swing.
Yeah,
every fucking time.
Oh man, and if you hit a kid in the face,
it's the best feeling ever.
You are the god of the school, baby.
Oh, look, Terry's bleeding.
Just
and
that
then
crack, just ping,
pong.
And they go down like a sack of wheat.
Well, that's why they stopped using like those hard balls for anything that wasn't kickball. Because they had the dodgeball balls, but they were like that foam at a certain point. You could still peg those fuckers, but come on, it wasn't a dodgeball.
Dude, nothing sweeter than hitting somebody in the ankles so that they fall down and like eat gravel.
Yeah.
I was a sadistic kid because I was fat and insecure.
Oh, well, why not? Take it out.
Everyone in my family was like, you were such a sweet child. I'm like, yeah, if you were another child, you wouldn't be saying that. I was the scourge of St. Monica's Catholic school, baby.
Oh, I was a wuss. I just want everyone to like me. I'll go. I'm in chorus and I play in band.
Oh, I would have picked you apart, baby.
La 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 la.
I would have had a time with you.
And some guy out on recess says some stupid thing he heard his high school brother say. He's like, oh, no, you're gay, and he runs off. And like, okay, great.
Masturbate.
Yep.
I remember someone who shall remain nameless. When we were in like 6th grade, came up to us at the bleachers at a basketball game. Was like, you guys. It was almost like Cartman. It's like, you guys, seriously.
Oh my god.
Because it was 4 of us hanging out, and the guy was like, yeah, I learned about masturbation. And we're like, we don't know what that is. He goes, yeah, it's where you take a swizzle stick and shove it up your cock.
Like, Don't do that.
I was like, that doesn't sound fun.
That doesn't sound right at all.
At all. I'm like, I think now I'm like, well, he discovered a specific fetish.
Yeah. Yeah, you imagine he was at home like sitting there being like, I got to do this.
This is masturbation. I don't want to be the last guy to try this. Mommy!
I lost a piece. Oh. Now it's every time he pees, it feels weird.
Yeah, and we were like, what do you mean? He's like, like the things you use to stir coffee. You used to put it up your dick hole.
That sounds like that hurts.
Sound pleasurable.
Yeah, it sounds like that hurts a lot. I hope that kid didn't try that. I hope he started and was like, I am wrong. I am 100% wrong. Or he's like, I believe in miracles.
Oh, this is so wrong.
Where are you from? Sex thing. Just,
His mom also apparently
you
bought him
just stick a finger up your butt at that point. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Be normal. Be normal like the rest of us and stick a finger up your butt.
Or a Sharpie.
Or a Sharpie.
Or a vole.
Yeah.
To
on a butt plug.
tie in all of these. Or a live vole, if you're into it. Richard Gere style.
What kind of animal is that? Fuck it, get it in there.
Richard Gere's got a meerkat up his ass.
Sir, I don't pay you to tell me stuff. I pay you to shove animals up my ass.
You know what would be a really funny prank to do?
Okay, go on.
Is to be at work and be like, I gotta get to the bathroom. I'm prairie dogging. And you're just like, oh, yeah? Yeah, and an actual prairie dog just pokes its head out of his ass and then goes back in.
I don't know how you make that work.
A real dedication, man.
You got to be a really good magician for that and fucked up.
Yeah, you got to be really dedicated to the bit.
He's like the David Blaine of disgusting magic.
Of putting animals up his ass.
I don't even know, but all of a sudden he pulled that anaconda out of his ass. Bees came out of his nose.
You just fart bees. What an amazing trick.
Go to your hive, and they all just uniform head on out the door.
Now return to me, and they just all fly back up his ass.
No. I think at that point you're just a witch. I don't know.
Yeah. That's pretty fucking cool, I think.
Here he is, Koch the Brown, and just
oh, what wonders await you?
Mad as a hatter
in my keep. It's just me putting beads with a D up my ass.
That's awful.
It's magic.
I'm going to pee mosquitoes.
Sticking marbles up your butt.
Yeah. You've just been on meth this entire time.
Yeah.
You get one show, and everyone who saw it is never the same again.
Gassy rags, baby. That's me.
It's all gassy rags.
No calories in a gassy rag.
Oh, God.
I don't want to start drinking again. I don't want to go back down that road. That's empty calories. You can huff all the fucking ether you want.
You take gassy rags over ether?
I take either. Ether's keto. Is cocaine keto?
Fucking bastard.
Find out next week.
Son of a... Yeah, I'll find out for you all. So, you're still doing the keto thing then?
I'm not, actually.
Oh, you're not?
Yep.
You decided it was awful.
Oh, I thought I told you. I punted on it.
No.
Yeah, oh yeah. I got like 2 days into it, and I'm like, no. You know how much fucking fat you have to eat when you're on keto?
A lot, I'm assuming.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's fucking awful. Just like the amount of eggs I had to eat.
Just exchange it for burgers from McDonald's.
Honestly. There was some professor in the UK that did that. He did like the junk food diet because it's the science of dieting and exercise.
Calories in, calories out.
Calories in, out, calories out. Yeah. So essentially he just ate 2,000 calories worth of Doritos and Ho-Hos a day and lost weight.
I had half a McRib and just fucking... it just goes and pounds up.
Back off, I'll take you on.
Yep. So, yeah, he got ripped doing it, huh?
He didn't get ripped. He lost weight, and I'm sure became diabetic in the process.
You heard it here, folks. He got ripped and was totally fucking sweet.
And you can, too, if you drink Mountain Dew Code Red.
Yep. Just, you got to do what that guy from Always Sunny did, where he left out ice cream and then came back and drank it.
God, can you imagine?
Every day.
What a hell. What a hellscape.
Oh, that's the worst. I got a feeling that would ruin ice cream for you forever.
Yeah. I mean, drinking room temperature liquid
probably
ice
vanilla,
cream?
probably vanilla and chocolate.
Why wouldn't you just wait until nighttime and eat it with a spoon?
Fuck, I got Neapolitan because you can't get it in quick enough. I guess
it's not about
you can't
speed that you
get
it in.
Eating the whole amount, I guess, is probably more difficult than just drinking it.
But
at a certain point,
it's the same volume. I
bet he started eating it. And then at a certain point, he was like, it's easier to drink this.
Well, he started, and I think we've said this on the pod, he started eating like lean chicken breasts and stuff like that.
Work.
And he goes, fuck this, and starts hammering Big Macs. You got a nutritionist and everything, and it's like, we'll do this the right way. And he goes, yeah, Sticks his face in a bucket of fried dough.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
Puts confection sugar up his ass.
Maybe a little maple syrup. Ooh.
Yeah.
That's great.
Shit, that's that good.
That's my favorite. Just a great story. Friend of the pod, Jeff, when he used to work at a place in downtown Barrie, where we're from, I'd walk in and I'd walk in the back and make myself fried dough while he worked, and he had a little thing of maple syrup.
That was
gay
Barrie,
sugar.
baby.
Well, the time we almost set I don't know who it was. One of us almost set that place on fire, and he went and like copped to his boss about it, and his boss was like, "Next time, just let the place burn."
You would have been doing me a favor.
Yeah, you'd be doing me. Yeah. I was like, holy shit. Now it makes sense why like our other friend August can walk in here and eat like 6 chicken strips for just showing up.
That shit was a front.
Oh yeah.
That shit was a drug front.
Oh yeah.
Maybe human trafficking.
Because we would they hired our friend. They hired Jeff and August. And those guys did whatever the fuck they wanted. No offense, Jeff, but come on, look what you did. You would just make us joke pizzas, you piece of shit.
Oh, the garlic special?
Yeah, he'd be like, yeah. Or no, he would just be like, here's a pizza. By the way, there's an anchovy in there somewhere, and he'd walk off. He wasn't lying.
But I wouldn't put the anchovy in. I just let you all live in fear.
Oh, no. I'm pretty sure our friend Jen got the anchovy.
Yeah.
Jeff!
That's about right. Jen, you listen to this podcast, right, Jen? I'm sure you do, because you're a white woman.
And Koch will not date you.
Yeah, I will not.
To bring it home, Koch will not date you.
Sorry to you, but you blew it.
Mm-hmm.
I will not date white women anymore.
He's doing that thing that you do when you put your head side to side. Mm-hmm. And you snap your fingers.
So to punctuate my point, which is y'all ain't shit, get your act together, and then maybe I'll take you back. But mostly, I just wish Indian Siri had a body.
Every white woman from this pod who listens is going to be out front the window of your place, just baby, come back, playing it on a boombox.
In your eyes, it's just signs that say "fuck you."
Yeah, I was going to say you walk down, you're like, you do care, and they just beat you with all their boomboxes.
Just get shot. Yeah,
get him! They all just smack.
Come on, ladies.
They were.
Let's put some of that white female guilt to good use.
They were hiding bats.
Ding. For a minute, I thought you meant bat, like a COVID bat.
No. Aluminum bats.
You eat this bat. You put this bat up your ass.
Not wooden ones, but aluminum ones, because you can get a lot more force with those. I mean, the aluminum one, you can get like some power behind that, and they're light enough where you just, you can get some fucking power on that swing.
Makes a satisfying sound, too,
exactly.
when it hits bone.
Yeah, that's half of it. When they get you in the elbow, you both know.
Oh, yeah, done.
Yeah.
But the good news is this is white women, and they're largely impotent.
Mm-hmm. Until they curb stomp you.
In their rage.
Yeah.
No one's scared of white women.
Put your mouth on that curb, you piece of shit.
Please.
Oh, no, it's just a comedy podcast. It's all a joke. Don't you...
I'm sorry. It was a bit.
And then the rest of it plays out like American History X.
Yeah.
She goes to prison.
It's nice to not be the racist in this scenario.
She changes her ways. She learns. She comes out. And then her younger brother or her nephew, someone gets shot in a bathroom.
Edward Furlong, yeah.
Someone gets shot in a bathroom, is long story short. Yeah. So she learns stuff, but at what cost? And what does it say about generations who learn from their elders? These are all things we should think about.
So find out next week on the Skimbo Lounge.
I tried so hard.
We want you all to go out and dabble in white supremacy and let us know what kind of results you
get.
You heard it here.
Too far. Overcorrection.
Rory is ready for a new Reich, everybody.
Oh no. Look how scary the Italian buildings look during fascism. Those Mussolini buildings are fucking weird. Anyways, yeah, I'm good. That's all I wanted to say.
No? Well, there we go.
That's what I'm plugging. Go look at those buildings from Italy. Those old fascist buildings. Fuck.
Go look at Afghanistan in like the 50s and the 60s and stuff like that.
Yeah, totally normal until the Russians invaded.
Dude, Afghanistan was fucking balling until the
cool
Russians fucked it up.
Yeah.
So check that out.
That's also depressing. What could have been.
Super depressing.
Really ending this one on a down note.
Same thing with Iran. Iran was like thriving for a while.
We destabilized the shit out of that region. That was an area for like just... It was that oil, man.
Yeah. Well, and at that point, too, like, I mean, we could get deep into the
land
weeds.
grab, probably.
Well, Iran in World War II was considered a valuable ally
key positioning because of their position in the Middle East.
Yeah, and it's just they were a strategic ally, and it made sense to like support the sovereignty of Iran, and then like there's this whole thing with like the Shah and the Shah being deposed and the Ayatollah coming in, and
it all gets a little fucky.
It's too much for this podcast, and you guys don't care.
Perhaps later.
Yeah, because if we come on and we're like, man, wouldn't it be gay if we sucked each other's balls? And you guys are like, that's the best episode you ever did.
Yeah.
But if you're like, let's talk about Reza Shah or Reza Khan, the Shah, and you're like, what?
It's fucking stupid.
You mean like Shaw's supermarket? You can't get falafel from there. Yeah, you can't get falafel from Iran either. Don't be a racist.
Yeah, piece of shit. God. See, you're learning something about
This
yourselves.
is why they fucking hate us over there.
They don't hate us. They hate our government.
They hate what we stand for. They hate our freedom.
Proud to be an American.
Pay your bucko $5 and get out of my fucking face.
Your bucko $5. All right.
Well, anyway, so that's good for now. So yeah, this is the last one in person. So I'll
Yep.
I guess
As
I'll
far
see
as
you
we
on the
know.
other side. Yeah.
Yeah. So get ready for that significant dip in quality.
Oh yeah, that delay because I'm gonna be drinking and we're gonna be not in the same place, stepping on each other's punchlines.
It's gonna be bad.
No, you go. No, you go. No, you go.
No, it's fine.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
You're gonna hear my mom be like, "Hey, Alex, can you check and see if the cat's asshole prolapsed again?" Mom, I'm podcasting.
I'm doing a podcast.
We'll do it on the podcast.
God.
Actually, that's a really good idea, Mom.
We're live stream.
Yep. Oh yeah, his asshole's impacted. Oh dear.
Oh,
Will you lance it?
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's enough. That's
Well,
enough.
good enough. Until next time, thank you. Go fuck yourselves. And goodbye.
I got a bad feeling about suicide.